If you're anything like me, you may feel lost right now in this season of your life. And I can relate to you because I have been feeling lost. I've been feeling lost in my thoughts and I just don't know what to do. I've been asking myself, am I doing the right thing? Or if I'm not doing the right thing, or if I'm even on track and where I'm supposed to be going. I found myself being in a position where I just felt like I wasn't doing enough. I felt like what I was doing was not pleasing God. I felt like I needed to do more things to attain His love. I felt like I was not doing the things He asked me to do, and I was wrong. And during this time of me feeling lost, I felt like I just wasn't being my best version that I know I could be. And in that moment, I was trying to figure out all these different things on how I could be that person that I know I can be. What can I do to help me get back in this position where God needs me to be? I was so lost to the point where I was trying to figure out the answers to my questions, and I was trying to take matters into my own hands, and it led me nowhere. It only led me back in a deeper place of feeling lost. And while I was in that dark place, the enemy came, and he came and distracted me more, condemning me in my past mistakes, deceiving me, making me think that the Lord has not forgave me for the things that I've done already. And it's in that place where we sometimes believe those thoughts. The devil may try to plant something in our minds, and we think on that thought, and we start condemning ourselves because we feel like God has not forgiven us, or we just have trouble forgiving ourselves. And being faced with this reality of feeling lost and not understanding and not having the exact answers I wanted to my questions, I just didn't know what to do in the moment. I didn't know what to do in the moment because I felt like God was not answering my questions. God, why do I feel like this? Why am I finding it so hard to just surrender myself to you? Why do I find it so hard to let go of my sin? Why do I find it so hard to forgive myself? To all these questions, I still found no answer. And sometimes the answer I was looking for, I made it into something that I wanted to hear. So it led to me going deeper into something that I didn't need. I answered my own questions trying to go into something that God did not tell me to do. And I know this is kind of deep, but I feel like us as believers, we have to understand that every question that we have does not have an answer that we are looking for. Sometimes our answer is just being with God. And I can say for myself, I did not find my answer to this day on why I feel lost. Why do I feel lost? What am I doing wrong? And the truth is, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was just looking for fulfillment in things that I did not need because I didn't have the answers I was looking for. So because I didn't have the answers I was looking for, it led me to do things that God did not tell me to do. And I looked for fulfillment in those things when they did not satisfy me. They were not satisfying me. It was not the thing I longed for. The thing I longed for was Jesus and His presence. I was missing this love that I could not find in the things that I was doing that was distracting me. I was so distracted with the things around me that I could not fix my mind to just simply come to Him. I was thinking on these thoughts on the past, and I could not let them go because I felt like I was too bad in that current season. I felt like things that I've done in my past were too much and that I had to grieve over them. I felt like if I did not grieve over the things I've done in my past, then I could not move on. And it led me to think, am I really forgiven? Did God really forgive me for that? Or did I just not forgive myself? And this is a topic that a lot of us are really trying to seek an answer for. And it may not be like my situation. It is not currently sin at the moment. But it was something that I just felt randomly. I felt like I was lost. And you may be struggling with this in the area of sin. You may feel like you're lost and you don't really know what to do right now. You may feel like the sin that you're in, you feel lost and you don't know where to go to get out. You've gotten yourself so far deep into something that you can't really see the light at the end. But I'm just here to tell you that you have to keep walking. That even though I didn't find my answer, that didn't mean I stopped walking. I kept walking forward. I didn't turn left. I didn't turn right. I kept walking straight because sooner or later, I will find the light. And little did I know, the light was walking towards me. Even if I just stood there, the light would still come to me. And I just want to let you know that God is going to meet you where you are. He's not overlooking you. He's not condemning you. He's looking right at you, shining the flashlight, trying to find you because he knows you're in a dark place right now. As you're walking backwards, he's walking to find you, calling your name, asking you to come to him. You just have to turn around and look to the far and see if he's there, which he will be. So if you're in a place where you feel stuck, I just want to let you know that you're not alone. I know it's hard trying to get yourself back up after you've done something because you feel like you just did so much that God can't forgive you. There's no way God can forgive you. I used to say the same thing until I found out that God actually loves me. He actually wants to forgive me. It was only when I felt like I couldn't forgive myself when I made my reality to be his. And that's where we find ourselves in a dark place because we feel like, God, we've done so much. You can't possibly love me through what I've done. You can't possibly want to forgive me for what I've done because if it was me, I would have never forgave myself. But you forgave me. I didn't have to do anything and you came looking for me. When I made the decision to go do it anyways, you still came looking for me. When I wasn't looking for you, you were looking for me. How can you have so much love for a person like me? How can you love someone like me? It was never about me. I always tried to place my thoughts and my reality on you, but the whole time, you didn't look at me that way. I looked at myself as I was a bad person, as I was too lustful, as I was too prideful, as I was too arrogant. And I just had so much stuff in my heart that you did not want to deal with me anymore. Why put up with me? Why did you choose me? You didn't have to. You didn't have to choose me because I didn't choose you when I wasn't looking for you. So why did you come choosing me? I'm pretty sure there's more people out there who are willing to follow you. And you have me who keeps falling into sin, who keeps disobeying you, who wants to do right but can't do it. But God is not looking for perfection. He's looking for a heart that is willing. And you have that heart that is willing. He did not look at you as you were a bad person. He did not see your heart and said you would never be anything. You looked at yourself that way. God saw you as somebody who was brilliant, who was smart, who was courageous, who was just willing to do everything for his love. Do you believe that? Do you see yourself that way? It's hard to see ourselves that way. We keep labeling ourselves as something God does not see us as. It can be hard to accept such great love that has no boundaries when we're not used to it. It's hard. And I know it is. But you just have to live in it. You have to truly just embrace it. And understand that you've done nothing to deserve his love. You didn't have to earn it. You didn't have to walk away and walk to it. He was going to get you anyways. You belong to him. Let this message pierce your heart because God wants you to come back to him. You are his lost sheep. And he left the 99 for you. You left the pack. You went into the woods. You tried to find your way out, but there was too many trees in the way, so you could not see. And your shepherd, he came and found you. He came and rescued you. You couldn't get yourself out of the mud, so he came. He heard you crying in the wilderness, and he came to your rescue. He didn't treat you like one sheep and attended the other. He left the 99 for you. You know why? Because that one sheep means the world to him. Losing one sheep means losing them all. And God is not willing to lose you or any of them. So let this message bless you. Let this pierce your heart. Let this touch deep down in your soul. And understand that you are loved. And you did not do anything to deserve that love. You didn't have to go looking for it because it came looking for you. He came looking for you. Yeah, though you may feel lost, just like me. But I am found, and he came and got me. When I was in a dark place, I didn't come looking for him. He came and found me. I didn't have to do anything. I just had to be willing. And I received it. It was like something I never received before. And it pulled me into wanting more. I wanted to love him more as he loved me more. I wanted to know him as he wanted to know me. And from there on, we just built a connection. A bond that would never break, no matter how deep I fall, how many times I fall. It was a love so deep that no matter what happens, it would always continue to bring me right back to him. And I want to let you know that you have that same love when you accepted him. So you don't have to ever worry about losing him. You were lost without him in the past, but now you have been found and you will never lose him again. You will never leave the pack again. So don't worry about if you fall. Don't worry about if you wander off. He will never leave you. You will never leave him. You will always be with him. Carry that. Know that. Know that you are loved. And that God is waiting on you to return to him. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.